in this exercise, this is the first one of the string. I thought I plan to give you around 2 or 3 a few examples, and I hope that you can get the idea and can apply our knowledge to the new problems. In the array, of course, we have the array and we have the sorting algorithm that we use, the insertion sort, and we have the multidimensional array. So I'll give you one example of the sorting of the exercise that asks you to sort an array, and the other one is I'll give you some exercise that ask you to process the multidimensional arrays. So this is the first one. I'd like you to create a new string, that is you can sort all characters in a string, and the uppercase first and then the lowercase. So guys, for example, if you have the hello world, you should, can you see the last line? Okay, I'm sorry that it's too many text on the screen, so you cannot focus. So if we have the hello world, it should be H first and then W, and D E L L O R. Okay, so this one, and we remove our other characters that is not the uppercase and lowercase. Okay, so this one I'll show you how can we work for this exercise. Sort exercise Java. Okay, so public class sort exercise public static void main and string and argument is. Okay, I'll use a scanner. Import java g2.scanner, and I'll use this one, scanner kb is new scanner system.in, and string s is kb.next line. I get a line, and then I remove all other characters that is not the English alphabet. Okay, so it's quite simple. We have a loop, right? So I create a temp string first, temp s or temp string. I start with an empty string, and guys, I'll use the for loop. For in I is 0, I is less than s dot length, and I plus plus, and okay, if A B C D E F G H I J, you can use other method also, but I will show you how can we work with the simplest method. I mean O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z dot index of sub s dot substring I to I plus 1, right? And dot 2 lowercase. Okay, if this character is in A B C D E F G, is in, it means greater than or equal to 0. Okay, I will add this character to the temp string. s dot substring I to I plus 1. Okay, and sorry, I will print the output temp string to check that we can remove other character first. Okay, hello world 1 2 3 4 5 and Java Python. Okay, it's correct, right? We remove all other characters that is not the alphabet, English alphabet. So now you can see that we can write the correct output string. So now we will print line. Okay, this one is temp string. That is already correct. Now we will sort our string. So I'll create using the array of character instead of the substring. It must be very difficult. So I'll create the array of the character in the string. So guys, I will use the car. Okay, and then C is an array. C is new car of temp string dot length. Okay, let's compile and check. Okay, it's correct. So this one we use the array of the characters, and then I'll fill in all characters here using the loop, the same loop. For in I is 0 I less than temp string dot length I plus plus, and ci is temp string dot substring I to I plus 1. That's all. So now we have a character C already. Okay, so we have to sort it. To sort it, you need two methods, right? Okay, the first one is you have to find max, right? Okay, so I will use public static int to find the max index, right? And then you have to use the insertion selection sort. You have to send the array. I can use the same name, array C, and the last index, right? Okay, and then we will start from 0 to last index, and to find the max index, and you have to swap. But guys, you have to imagine that now if you want to find the max and you have to swap the max index and last index, it means that you have to put the lowest one to the you are using the idea of putting the max to the last one, so it sort from low to high. But this time you have to it's low to high also, but you have to compare it using the concept that sorry, that the uppercase must be the left, and the low the uppercase first, and then the lowercase to the right, right? So if the case is different, you have to compare that the uppercase is lower than the lowercase. So okay, you have to operate like this. So I will use the return or the max I index is 0, and for int I is 0, I is less than c dot length and I plus plus, but this time it's not c dot length because you have the last index, right? So you have to use I is less than or equal to last index. You have to find until the last index, which one is the max. So if you find the max one, so you can swap it later. So now, oh sorry, okay, so if actually you can do it like if ci is greater than c of max ind, okay, max ind is I. But you have to test something like this. If a is less than a or not, uppercase is less than lowercase, else lowercase is less than uppercase. In the case that you don't know, you can use Java to find this answer for you. Okay, okay, we forgot the semicolon. Oh, sorry, static. Okay. Oh, we forgot. I used the wrong one. Okay. This one is no, it is a string. So we will use char at I instead. Oh, missing return. In this case, I will return the simplest one first, the return 0. Okay, let's run the program. Hello. Whoa. So the uppercase is less than the lowercase is correct according to the normal Java operation. So we can compare it like the same way that we can do using just only the less than operator is fine. But in the case that I will show you later, in the case that you want to sort the lowercase first and then the uppercase, you have to check something. So I will use this one. So this one, I will return the max index as the answer. Okay, and that's all, I think. Okay, so we start from the last index, that is from the C temp string dot length. Okay, last index is start from temp string dot length and to last index still greater or equal to 1, and last index minus minus, we will decrease it. Okay, so I will get the max index, and you have to send the C, that is your array, to this one, the last index, right? Okay, and then once you can find the max index, now once you can find max index, you have to swap, like, right? So temp is max index from, I will use the last index first, and then we use C, and then C of the last index is C of max index. Okay, and C of the max index is temp. Okay, so finally you have all sorted characters in C. So I will print it out. For int I is 0, I less than temp string dot length, and I plus plus, and then I'll print output system.out.print, not the print line, ci. That's all. And finally, just print a line, blank line, this one. So this one is to sort your data. Okay, okay. Hello world. Okay, array index of sort bar at line 10. Okay, so I less than or equal to last index, line 10. This is line 10. Oh, I'm sorry, the last index not the temp string dot length. It should be temp string dot length minus 1. Okay, so I compile it and run. Hello world. Yeah. Okay, this is correct according to our policy. Okay, I hope that you get the idea. And now, if I want to change, I will sort the lowercase first and then the uppercase. How can you do that? Guys, you have to change something here. When you compare it like this, in this case, you are comparing that Ci is greater than C of max index, right? So you have to check that if greater means you must place it to the right, right? So it means that if Ci is uppercase and C max index is lowercase, yes, it is max, right? So you have to change this first. If Ci is lowercase, is uppercase, guys, you can use other method. Is a moment. Oh, this one you can use is uppercase in Java. Search for is uppercase method to check that. Okay, if is uppercase. Okay, so you can use is uppercase. This one. Okay, so is uppercase and you have to send a character. Okay, but you have to use character that is uppercase. So you have to use a character dot is uppercase. Is uppercase. This one is if the characters if CI is uppercase and character dot is lowercase c of max index. This one, it means that this I is greater than, right? So max index is I. Else if so there are two cases that if the CI is uppercase and C max index is lowercase, max index is I is greater than max index. So you have to store CI in I in max index. If not, it's mean that the CI is uppercase and max index is uppercase. Compare it. If lowercase and lowercase, compare it. But in the case that CI is lowercase and max index is uppercase, this case we need to compare in the case of the CI is the if the CI in this case the CI is the lowercase CI and is uppercase. If the max index is the uppercase and CI is lowercase, do nothing, right? Because you can do it like max index is max index. Yeah, to compare it like in the case that you don't need to swap it because the CI is lowercase and max index is uppercase, so it's correct that uppercase is greater than. Okay, so if they are in the same case, upper and uppercase, lowercase and lowercase, you have to compare it using this statement. Okay, so let's compile it and run it. Hello, whoa. Can you see? Now the lowercase is on the left and uppercase is on the right. So you can watch it slowly to compare the each character. Okay, so you have to focus in this part that do you need to change the max index or not? It depends on how can you compare it. Okay, the most difficult thing is this part. So I hope that you can get the idea, and I hope that you can do this homework by yourself.